On the move from inside his 5. So Southern Miss's offense will get first crack at it today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all.
Early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence. And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Braxton. Caught over the middle, it's Cutler. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. And the Golden Eagles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. On the option. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
The Cardinals offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the single back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Cardinals! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Braxton. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The toss to the right. He's in open space downfield. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They feed him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Keith. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Golden Eagles look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Metcalf.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Metcalf. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything, right? We trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good call, good execution. execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Braxton. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
To the ground with the back. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He's looking to pass. Scrambling away. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Metcalf. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Snagged in the middle, it's Pittman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence, like you go from starting with...
He's loose. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Cardinals just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off play action on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Cardinals have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to Brown. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Lining up to convert 3rd. To show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size and still got him on the turf. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Dropping back, it's Braxton. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into...
A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. This time on target. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Going up top again. Right down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And you've got to go for this on fourth down. I mean, this offense hasn't even punted yet in this game anyway, and they've gone for it on fourth down a few times early, but the field position dictates that you're absolutely going for it here. Trailing on the scoreboard, you've got to dial up a good play. You've got to get your best playmaker the football.
The offense will stay out there to go for it on fourth down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Dropping back, it's Braxton. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. We saw it right there.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete! And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A run for the quarterback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Golden Eagles will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Moss. Get it out on the screen. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but a lot of options. Brown has it. Bird and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. And the Golden Eagles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Metcalf. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. Nice move to keep running. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Looking to throw, it's Braxton. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust.
Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 7 over Marshall. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Running to the left. Turning on the Jets. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to be
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He rifles one deep to the left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. 2nd play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
Well, the defense, they gave out the invitation. 3rd and long, go ahead. We're going to play a big zone coverage here. Try and throw it in the end zone. See if you can fit one in a small area. We're going to pick it off. Quarterback did the right thing. Held his composure, threw it away. Now setting up 4th.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 and the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Got a man, it's Heath. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
To the air, it's Braxton. Rushes on him. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the 2nd half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football face third down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Cardinals need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to pass, it's Braxton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running the red zone, it's Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here comes the heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
And he's thrown another interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Braxton. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Makes the grab. It's Pittman. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Golden Eagles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Give to Brown. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Inside the 40. Running into the open space. Touchdown Cardinals. And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. It hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Heath. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Braxton. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. From the gun, looking for a man. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. He's got his man. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Metcalf. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going up top here late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on.